supplies.
Game Night!
Tonight on Game Night, Nikki, Mike, Lincoln, and myself, Dave, are going to teach and play Roll to the Top, a game for 1 to 6 players, published by Allplay and designed by Peter Joustra and Corné von Moorsel. So stick around and get an eyeful of that tower we're going to fill in.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Lincoln.
Will you teach us roll to the top?
Roll to the very top.
All right.
I'm going to sing. No, I won't. Okay, I'll stop. Yes, I will teach you roll to the top. Roll to the top is a roll and write in which we are trying to...
Roll to the top?
Yes!
Yay.
You already understand the basic gist of the game. The game comes with 5 numbered dice. We have a D4, a D6, a D8, a D12, and a D20. I guess I could have just laid them all out there.
That was better.
And then we have an
Yeah,
action
action.
die, which I'll explain in a second.
Okay.
But, okay, on a turn, the active player is going to roll whatever dice are available in the dice pool, because they might not all be
Right.
available, and the action die. And then we're going to all use the numbers from that roll. In fact, we could just put this right here. We're going to all use the numbers from that roll to write numbers down on our board, or not. You are never required to write down numbers if they're bad for you. So this is not one of those games where you are forced to use stuff.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have a feeling we need to roll. We need to add numbers at this at some point.
At some point. Okay, so let's do this. At the beginning of the game, you roll all of these, and you keep only the ones that have even numbers on them. So that's everyone but this, right?
Okay.
6. Okay, so this is going to be our active pool. Nikki's going to be the start player, and
All right.
she's going to go ahead. Roll all 4 of these.
Okay.
Exciting.
Okay, so here's what happens. The action dice you're going to immediately take and give to the player on your left. That indicates Lincoln is going next.
Oh.
And at the beginning of his turn, he's going to use this in a way that I'll explain.
Okay.
The rest of us are going to take the numbers rolled, and we are going to write numbers down. Now, what are we trying to do? Besides roll to the
Dave,
roll to the top.
top.
This doesn't quite fully fit, but it's good enough. So you must first write down numbers in any of these boxes with dots.
Okay.
But then when you want to write down numbers above, the rule for writing down numbers in boxes above is first, all boxes below that number must be filled.
Right.
With a number.
So for example,
Just like
if
pyramids,
I
yeah.
wrote this 2 right here, right? This box is now filled. That allows me to write in these 2 boxes.
Oh, okay.
Because, this box,
Right.
but not this one, because
Right.
this one's not filled yet.
Right.
Okay,
These have support.
correct.
Yeah.
This is a 9. Let's say I put that 9 here. You'll note that that box supports nothing. So this is, in a weird way, a free space to put any number you want.
Right.
Because the rule above is that anytime you write a number above, it must be equal to or greater than all of the numbers below it.
Okay.
Or any
Except
of
for the ones that are on these little waves.
in this particular
that they touch.
This is why they start you on the Eiffel Tower,
Hey, I
because
appreciate it.
you have and also here you'll notice that this box on this level there's nothing above it, so that's also a free space.
Sort of. It just still needs to be higher than the 2
There's some,
below it.
you have some flexibility.
Hey Dave, you might be thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Well, that means I have to just wait for 12s or whatever to get up here? No. Because in addition to the numbers that you rolled, you don't have to use the dice as the numbers. You may add any number of dice together to be a new number. So, for example, this could be a 9, and this is also a 9, and if you wanted this to be a 5, it could. Or if you needed this 9 and 2 and 3 to be 14, it could.
Okay.
And you could write a 14 somewhere and ignore the other one, because remember, you're not required to use any of these. It's very flexible in that regard. But if I rolled another 2 next time, I could put a 2 here, right? Because that is equal to the 2 below.
Or right next to it, right?
No, because nothing is down here yet.
I'm
But if-
saying you could put it next to that 2 down below, right?
Correct, I
Okay,
could.
yeah.
But let's
'Cause-
say that were a 3. That means this box could minimally only be a 3.
Or
3.
4. Oh, yeah,
Three.
yeah. Minimum.
Because it
yeah.
equals
Equal
it
to or
equals
greater.
the highest number below it.
Okay.
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 The game is to get to the top, and whoever writes the number in the top of their Eiffel Tower, per this particular case, wins the game. And if multiple players do it, they all win the game. There is
Oh,
no,
it's just a race. There's
it's just
not-
a race to the
neat.
top,
Okay.
and there is no tiebreaker. So,
Oh.
in addition, in case this wasn't clear, the game wants you to also fill in every box. Like
Okay.
it's not just about getting to the top; it's about filling every square on your board.
Right,
So
okay.
even if you get to the top quickly, you still have to fill in all the boxes down below.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so we're all going to do that. End of that turn. Now it's Lincoln's turn. He is going to now do what it says on the active dice. In this particular case, the active dice has 4 possible choices. This one is either remove one of these dice or add a dice from the pool. Okay? This is remove a die. There's 2 of those. There's only one of these.
Okay.
This is remove a die. This is add a die. And then there's only one of these. This is swap out a die.
Oh, okay.
So before you roll, you are going to decide. In this case, you could either, Nikki gave you the add or remove. So you're either going to take one of these out or bring this one in.
Okay.
All right? It stands to reason, but it's in the rules. If all 5 dice are in play, then regardless of what this says, the next player must remove one.
Okay.
And if only 1 die is in play, regardless of what this
You're gonna
says,
add
the
one.
next player must add one.
Okay.
So if it says swap, for example, you do not swap. We can stick with this roll, or we can have Nikki roll again.
So, but the first roll was just to determine
The way you start the game is you roll all 5 dice,
and any negative.
and you use only
odds
ones
are
with
out.
even numbers.
Right, okay,
And if
interesting.
you don't roll any even numbers, you roll them all again.
Huh. Okay.
I think we should, I think we
Okay.
should-
Oh, one more thing. If nobody writes a number down, then the next player adds a die to the pool regardless of what this says as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So those are the 3 times you ignore the roll on this die.
Okay.
If all 5 are in,
Oh.
if only 1 is in, or if none of us wrote down a number.
Okay.
Cool.
Interesting.
Well, before we get started, let's thank Gamegenic for sponsoring this episode and for providing these accessories. Today we have 2 dice trays, but it looks like we're only going to use one, so we're going to move this one off. But these are their new flat pack dice pit trays, which are really awesome.
All right, Nikki P.
Okay. Here we go. Oh,
Squirt it out of there because it's kind
Here we
of
go.
weird shape.
so you get that.
I'm going to
Ooh, a
add a die.
plus.
We
I
have
like
a
it.
3, a 1, a 2, and a 10.
Okay.
Okay, well the 10's going
So
over
Dave,
here.
I've already forgotten the rules, so I
Okay.
can
Going
use
over
all
here.
the dice, correct?
You can use as many dice as you want, and
Okay.
you can add them together.
Okay.
So you could do, for example,
Can I do this that I just did? 10, 1, 2, and a 3 on top of it?
yes, you
That was
absolutely,
what I was
you
gonna
absolutely
do.
could do that.
I swear, Lincoln,
That is almost
I was like,
exactly the
that
same thing
is
that
a
I was
good
going to do.
layout.
We're all gonna
there.
copy you.
10 we're
It seems like a
copying.
good choice.
10.
And using all the dice is really good.
2.
Well, actually,
The 3's a little rough, right? Maybe.
it could go here, right?
in the middle.
I'm going to do it the reverse of you, maybe.
I am not using the
2,
10. I'm
1,
being different.
3.
Okay. You're not going to use the 10?
I'm not
Okay.
using the 10.
Okay, I get that die. And I'm rolling this again, right?
Yep.
Hey, Mike, you're going to remove a die.
Thank you.
You would have to remove one anyway
So
because
then
we just rolled 5
Even
dice.
numbers stay?
No, everything stays.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's only first round special
Oh,
to
oh,
start
oh,
the
oh,
Look
game.
at that. 13's going over on the
So we
side.
have a
over
2,
here.
a
Jeez.
4, a 5, a 6, and a 13.
This is actually not a bad roll.
2 is fantastic.
Yeah, 2 is pretty good.
2.
Maybe 2 on the other side.
Don't want to be dangerous. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I could put the 4 here that's over this arch, right? Because there's nothing
That is
that
correct.
supported.
You could
Yeah.
also put the 2 above your 2 and your 1.
Right. I'm thinking about that. But I also kind of want low numbers over here.
Here's the deal. You can't put a 1 over your 2 and your 1, and you have a 2 right now.
But it could go over the 1.
You could put a 1 over the 1, but you can do that next time anyway.
Right.
I'm saying if, like, I could put a 1 here next time.
Sure.
Okay, Dave, so I put the 4 here now. Am I allowed to put a number in this box?
I forgot to mention that. That is a very good question. There are boxes that don't have dots and that also do not have boxes underneath them. Any number can go in that box.
Okay.
But you cannot fill that in until you put a fill-in 1 on either side of it. So, Mike, in your case, yes, because you put the 4 there, you can.
I can do a 5 here or put the 6.
Correct.
Wow.
So I'm going to put the 5 here.
I think I'm going to go for something like that.
I've already
too.
forgotten what I've used. Okay, I've just
Sorry.
used the 2. No, it's okay.
So I could do this, right? So the 3 was there, then the 4,
Yeah.
5, and the 6.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I used the 2 down here just so I have another low number below.
Okay. 2.
Oh.
4, 5, 6. 2.
Okay.
Well,
Do the
13
Yeah.
here.
do the 13 right.
I think the 4. I'm going to
You
just
should
go
take
for
it back and put that 10 on there, Mike.
No.
Okay, I mean, there's no rational not to use it. It's just a number that you used.
the 6.
But
I have,
maybe
my,
you need it for
I
this
have my
time.
plans.
Okay.
Maybe I'll lose.
All right, Mike, you have to take out a die.
I will. I'm going to take out the 20.
What? Really?
Wow.
Who would have thought?
Okay. So these are the only other dice? 4,
Yeah.
6, 8, 12. Oh, there's no 10-sided die.
Nope.
Here we go.
He's rethinking his strategy of not playing that one
But
die.
you managed to
There you
roll
go.
the 12.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah,
2?
boo to that
A
12.
2, a 5, a 5, and a 12.
All right, I like the 2.
Yikes.
2.
Wow, 2 5s.
Yeah.
I was hoping a 1 would roll, Mike. What
Well,
happened
a
there?
5, a 5, and I'm not going to use the 12.
I think I am not using it either. It's really not great.
You know what? I take it back. I'm going to use the 12.
Oof.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to go here.
You're crazy.
Well, here's, look. This side could just be its own thing, right?
Yeah, that's true with other high numbers.
Yep. Once I get to here, I'm dead. So why not?
Wow.
So take that as a thing, and if you want to follow my lead, follow my lead.
I don't know that I should. Because
Right.
it'd be 12. No, it could be a 12.
Well, here's the deal. The
Okay.
D20 is coming back in.
Yeah, right.
But I need to roll 4 higher numbers.
You don't, because you can add numbers together.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I'm going to do the same. I think I can do it.
Maybe that's the strategy.
It might be a
try.
mistake,
Right,
but I'm going
adding.
for it.
Okay.
No, it sounds like a plan. I want to try to use all the dice every time. I
All right.
think that might be
Adding a
mistake.
die. Here we go.
Okay.
Especially when you have to add to like get stuff out.
Hey, the D20 is a 1.
And we
And the high and the
Critical.
D12 is a 10. 2, 4, 4, 1, 10. Boy, that's terrible.
Critical
1.
miss.
That's terrible.
Terrible.
Okay, well, the 2 is great. The 2 can go here. Oh, look at that.
6 and a
I did
5.
the 1,
There's a 6 and a 5.
the 2, the 4. Oh, we have another 4.
4, 4.
6 and a 5 and a 10.
1, 2, 4.
I'm not using the 1.
Oof.
Oh, wait. I am going to use
You
the
know
1.
that plan is not so great. Dave,
Aha.
now
I
that
am
think
going to
about
use
it.
the 1.
Aha.
I'm going to make this a 5. That's a 4 and a 1 is a 5.
I kind of want to hold figure
You were
the dice
supposed
out.
to
So
give
1,
this
2,
to
4. I
Nikki.
have another 4.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You
sorry.
failed.
You know what? I take that
4,
back.
4, 2.
I'm not doing that. I'm doing the 4. Why am I have an eraser here. And I'm making this the 10. I'm going for the big numbers.
No, I'm sticking.
Well, I put these 2s down here.
I know. Things that make you go 2s.
Hey, I think I messed up on these. I know I messed up here on this 5
Oh, yeah.
here. I'll just put them here.
The 5s.
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems like it wouldn't have affected anything except for maybe whenever the placement of the second 2 was, but I think
Yep.
that was on one of the 5s.
Agreed.
And then the 10.
No. So now you've placed the 1, 2, 4,
Yep.
and now you have a 4, 10.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So the 4 can go over the 2
yeah, let's
4s.
put the 4.
And then you can either not use the 10 or use the 10.
Well, it's only going to have...
You can't put it there. That's illegal.
I can put it here, though.
No.
you can't. It has
The
to be
12.
12 or higher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But you can put it where the 2 5s go, because anything you put above the 12 is going to be a 12.
Yeah. I'm just going to give that 10 to Mike. Mike, you can know.
You
It's fine.
use
I
it.
won't use the 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine is to add a die, which they're all in.
So you must take one out.
Oh, that's the rule.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes.
Well,
Bye, D20.
She doesn't need the big numbers. We need the big numbers.
No.
we can
I need a
add that
12.
together.
It's all right.
Maybe you'll
We
get
can add it
good.
together and probably will. Come
like-
on,
I
D12.
like it.
Come on, D12.
So there's that.
I'm
for
going to
you.
add or minus.
Oh my God. I'll be adding numbers.
So we have a 5, a 1, a 1, and a 3.
Yeah, that ain't good for
Or
me either.
A 2.
Or a 10.
2.
Wow.
If I
Can't
take
use
it
that
as a
either.
5, I take it as nothing else.
a 6.
I will do 2.
And I have a 4.
Wow. Did I mention wow? Okay, well, I can take that as
3.
a 5, so I will. And I can take this as...
Okay. Great roll, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Great roll.
Thank you.
That's a terrible roll.
That was
That was
fantastic.
very good for
Hang
That
on.
was
me,
really good.
actually.
Yeah.
If I take that as a 6... That's just really, really bad.
We have perplexed these two.
Lincoln is either adding one or taking one away. Well, I think we know what Lincoln is doing, so let me adjust accordingly.
Couldn't you put a 2 right there?
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to add stuff together.
But you already would be adding the 2 1s together to make a 2.
No, I could put a 1 right there.
Yeah, true.
But there's no value to it if what I put next... This has to be a 5 minimum.
Right.
A 4's not a problem here, though.
So here's what I'm going to do.
You're
I'm gonna
good.
put
It's
a-
already got to be a 4 above it.
I'm going
Right,
to put a
you're good.
5 here and a 1 here, and that's it.
And I won't use the 5. I
Terrible
won't use the
rolling.
1. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Lincoln.
Hey, I'm going to add a dice back in.
Come on, big numbers.
Well, I would
big-
like I'd like a 12.
I'd like a 12 or higher. 11, that's okay. I can add to that.
Thank you.
You're going to add one dice.
Well, I'm going to add.
I'm obviously
My
subtracting.
All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. Okay, well, 2,
Okay, so that's 6 and 8.
4. Look at that. 3. 5. 11. Look at that. I used them all. I'm rolling to the top.
2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 11.
Do I gamble with the 11?
I didn't have to gamble.
Put a 5.
I have my 10.
I'm going to do the...
Where's my 11 down here?
Well, I think I did the 4.
Am I legal still?
Yeah,
Okay.
great. What'd you use this turn?
I used the 4, not the 5.
All of it? No, not the
Do
11.
the 5
So you could put the 11 here?
Ah,
Because then this just needs to be
An
an
11.
11. Or no, put the 11. Oh, you can't. That's illegal. But yeah, I would put the 11 there. Then it just needs to be 11 or higher, and then nothing has to go above it, right?
right.
And you filled in an extra space.
Mm.
I think the Eiffel Tower is like all about
Maximizing.
finding those little edge
Okay.
cases
Yep.
where you can get rid of high numbers.
Mhm.
Because eventually it's going to be just adding everything.
Yeah. But I think you want to keep it as low as possible so you can.
Right.
And that's it. I'm not using the 3, I think.
You could put the 11 here on its own.
Sure, and skip the...
Let's
Does that get you one extra place?
it gives me another 5. I can do another 5 right up here. I think I'll do that.
What?
Put the 11 here,
Okay.
and then add the 3 and the 2 for the 5.
Yep.
That can
Oh.
that can go there. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
still need a 12 or 13. So.
True, but
Yeah.
but I think one extra place. I mean, it's
Sure.
a race, right?
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to fill as many places as
Get
you
rid
can.
of that 20.
What?
Yeah, come on.
Man, Mike, he's mean.
I am mean. Here you go, Dave.
Oh, I
Oh,
wonder
yeah.
what I'll be swapping out.
2, 8, 5, 2.
Boo! Okay, well,
I can do a 7.
okay, well, 5 goes here. What have I
Hey,
got?
I can make a 12.
Nice. What have I got
5,
left?
12.
I've got 8, 2, 2. Hey, is that 12?
8, 2, 2 is 12. Yeah, that's what I just did.
I have an 8 and
Well,
a
I'm
2.
not going to do that. I'm going to put the... Ugh.
13.
Oh, I don't know if that I am going to put the 5 there. Gosh darn it all. This game's cool.
I'll put the 2 here and the 8.
If I put
Oh, I
the
can't
8
put-
here, then I'm committed to the 8 here. That's
we
my
go.
problem.
I think
Okay.
making the 8 to 12 for me was just better. You're one more space up above.
Okay, this is the 5, right? And now
And
I
another-
have 8
have
and 2
another
and 2 is
12.
12. I'm going to do your 12. I'm going to do your trick. Done. Hey, let's get rid of this D4 and bring in this D20. Of course, here's the deal. I still need small numbers too.
Sure do.
If they're all large, that's horrible. All right, Nikki, you're taking one out.
Ooh.
What the God? Sorry, Lincoln, I tried.
7.
2, 7, 3, 8. That is terrible.
Okay, so we do an 8 here. 7, 3, 2.
Okay, 2 and 3 is 5. And 8 and 7 is 15. Done.
Mm-hmm.
10. I have placed nothing.
Okay, let's
I'm
see what
thinking about it.
let's see what you got.
I'm probably just gonna do a 9.
Mm-mm.
Well, hang on. What do you got? 2, 3, 7. Okay.
9 and an 8. I'd like to keep it lower than that, but
Can you do a 6? No. But you can do a 7, right? So
Don't let it.
you
Let's hope
could
I don't make any more
do
mistakes.
you could do like one of these could be a 7, right?
This could be a 5.
Yeah,
One of these could be a 7.
But I needed to make that 13, so I
Your-
made this a 5
your
and that to do. Just
8 could go
the 12 would
here,
have been better
or you
for
could
me.
save
just
that spot.
mentally.
I assume you're trying not to be too big here.
right.
Well, thankfully, I can put any large number
I'll
over
just do
here now.
7, 8.
Right.
The problem is that means these have to be, that has to be a 7 and that has to be an 8 now, right? Like that's potentially problematic. But maybe, I don't know.
Or I do a I can't do a 5.
No, if you could do a 5, that'd be great.
So I think it's 7 or 8. 7, 8.
Or maybe 1 is the 7 and the 8 just goes here, and you just don't worry about that
yeah,
spot.
true. 7's low enough.
Look, I don't think you should have them both be 7, 8, Nikki.
It's his French mustache.
Okay.
It's not an M.
All
It's
right.
his French
I'm
mustache.
You have to
taking
take one
something out.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Woo! You know, you say
Now
that,
does
but
that go back in?
no, it sure
Oh,
does
no.
It
not.
does not. We just have less dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I won't be placing
You're the
some
one that
stuff.
needs big numbers too now, miss.
Well,
All right,
be
2,
adding- I'll be
8,
exchanging.
6.
2, 8, 6.
Ugh. I'm scared to place any of that.
Hey, I'm going to use them all, and it will be a 16.
7.
6. 6 can go
yeah,
there.
I know. I'm
I don't
thinking
like
about
it.
it. It's all right. 6.
6. And then I could do a 10.
And an 8.
You,
Okay.
I mean, you could go for it.
Either one.
They want
No,
you to
not
go
either
for
one.
it.
You want to do it on this side because ideally you want these to all be 6s. Does that make sense?
Sure. 8 isn't that big of a jump.
It's
so.
it could get up there.
Well, I'm there already, so what am I going to do?
I'm going to put the 6 here. Oh wow! Look, I didn't even notice. These just are singles.
Yeah, it's exciting.
All right, I'm going for it. Oh, this hurts. Oh, I hate putting that 8 there. Done.
Okay, I'm going to exchange something. I don't know that I will go with the big one. Even though, well, it doesn't matter now. I want lower numbers. So I'm going to go this way. I want like 5s and 8s,
Interesting.
right?
If you want 8s, leave the D8 in, right?
Well, there's an 8 here.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I just don't want high numbers on that one.
Right. I'm just reminding you.
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
have, That's
I'm
all.
going to go this way.
Okay, go
We'll
for
see
it.
what we get.
All right, all 5s.
Oh, plus this. Hey, Mike, you're going to subtract.
Ooh!
Ugh.
Well,
2,
I'll
3,
take
2.
I'll take a 5. Oh wait, 5 and a 2. I'm gonna take a 5.
It's
and
a 7,
2,
right?
And a 2.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, wow.
I can't
That's
place
awesome.
anything. No placing for Nikki.
You could place a well, yeah.
No.
You could place a
Oh,
7.
I could add
could
them
put a
all
s-
together. I was only adding 2 together.
You could
but-
put a 7 there. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. On the other hand, it's only 1 less than a 6. But
I'll wait it out and see what happens.
okie doke.
5.
Look at
just-
Mike.
or
I didn't even
just
see how high Mike
Yeah,
was.
he's
oh, wow.
going.
He's going to win.
He has to
7.
fill it in, though.
That's true.
He has
Yeah,
all that
the
space
left
to
side is
fill
done,
in.
and they're going to take a break.
I
Okay.
took a 7. Is that doesn't work? It's an 8. No, that's 7.
Yeah,
3, 2,
that is
2
totally
is
7.
7.
All right, Mike,
Okay.
what are you taking out?
I'm going to take out these small.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
blame you.
Here we go.
I need 5s, Mike.
Yeah, me too. You're not getting them.
That
8 and a 1.
Well, I'll take an 8. But that's it.
This is bad.
Mm.
I'd like to subtract, use the one for subtracting.
That would be awesome. No, your 8's great. It goes right here.
Oh, I can do the 1 right next to it, right?
That's perfect, Nikki P, because that's the minimum number. You want that. Yeah, you can do the 8 there and the 1 right next to it.
Still, I need 5s, just like Dave did.
Well, let's bring in.
The 8 dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the
Now I kinda
the
want
D20 is too big for me now.
Yeah.
Roll the black
now.
one too.
Oh, thank you. I always forget. 11-1-1. That is the worst. Here you go, Nikki. This is for you. That is the worst.
Yeah, you know.
I'm taking none of that.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Oh my gosh, that's awful. I thought one of them was a 7. I was
Well,
like,
here's the deal. If none of us take anything, Nikki adds a die. I'm not
taking
saying we
anything.
should take
I'm
nothing.
not taking anything.
All right, Mike, it's on you.
I'm okay. Let's add another.
Yay! Add a
Ignore
die.
that and add a die.
Yay, Nikki P.
Okay.
That was a bad roll.
This one.
Die. It was really
Whichever
bad.
one you want.
Yeah.
Do I roll all of them again?
Yeah.
Plus the die.
It's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
Come on, 5s.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You're welcome. One,
Well, the 8's good for me.
10 and 8.
8 is good
I will
for me.
take the
I'll take an
8.
8.
The 10 can go right above it. You can do like Mike
Nope.
did on the
I
other
am.
side.
I am gonna. If I lose to Mike, then so be it. But I am giving myself my best chance here, Lincoln.
Yes.
You want it to be low, but by the time you get there?
I want. If I can keep it at 8, that's my goal.
Yeah.
If it costs me the game, then so be it.
I'm kind of with you, though. This is terrible. And I'm going to add, right? I get to add a die.
Yes.
I just want
no.
better-
You
I
add
wanna-
or subtract.
I know.
Okay.
I'm probably going to add just to have another die.
Okay, ready to go.
Okay, I'm going to add the die.
Yep.
Just to give us more options. I don't. It doesn't.
No, you gotta
mean-
roll this still.
Oh yeah, it has to come in.
Why do we always forget that?
I was just going to hand it to him, but
I
it
know.
wasn't right. It needs to roll. Hey, you're going to subtract.
20!
5. Wow, it is not.
Four,
Oh
but a
my
5.
gosh.
I got a 5.
Yeah, 5's good.
5, 6. So it's a 1, 1, 2, 5, 20.
Ugh. I'm taking just the 5.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's an 8.
5,
I'll take an
6.
Just the 5.
Can't use a 4. Can't use the 20.
Okay, I did.
Okay.
What if we split the 20 between us?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I'll
that's
give
what I was
everyone
gonna do, too.
5.
So the 1 can go here.
Oh, that's right.
There's the 8. Then you use the 1.
No, oh shoot, wait. I did a 6. That's what I did right there. I added 5 and 1
Oh,
and did a 6
then
right here.
That's fine.
That's
5
what
and
I
1 is
wanna
6.
do.
That's great.
But I'm stuck.
No,
That-
now
That's
the
fine.
1 goes here.
Yep.
Right. Oh, there's 2 1s.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay.
Everyone good?
Yep. What are you taking out? Yeah.
That stupid D20.
You actually don't. Well, you can't place there legally.
Not yet.
Come on, 5s. 5s.
Hey, 5.
Okay.
5.
You guys
I'm
are
gonna
hilarious.
take the 5.
So I can do. It's a 2, 6, 5, 10.
Or an 8.
Yep. I'm gonna take the 5
It's an 8, a 5, and a 10.
and the 5. No, there is no other 5.
I'm taking the 5 and the 8, and I think I'm ignoring the 10.
I'm just taking 1 die this time. Or
What am I doing? I'm adding a die.
here comes that 20.
Okay, 5. I took the
Come up,
5.
see?
Sort of. I still.
You're-
I'm
You know
caught
what?
up to you, except I didn't.
I'm
do that
gonna
one.
take this.
I'm afraid of making
Oh,
that
this
mistake.
hurts.
I'm with.
I just
Dave
took
on
a
that one.
6.
Okay.
Hope I don't regret it. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Low numbers, Dave. Couple of low numbers, like 5s. Hey, there's a 6 and a 4 and a 3.
That's a
and
9. 3, 6, 4, 9, 18. Think how much we're going to be rooting for that 18 in about 5 rolls. Well, the 6 is great, so I'll take it. 6. 3 and 4 is 7. I'll take a 7. All right, I'm going for it. I'm taking the 9.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
I'm going for it.
I'm doing it here, though.
All right. Anything under a 9 is useless to me now.
I'm thinking I'll do.
Yeah, we're still kind of running the same boat there.
Dave is.
Okay, wait.
I like
You
and
did
a
this.
7.
Dave is 2 ahead
So
of
I'm
us.
thinking a
For song.
7.
Well, what?
Yeah,
Sure,
he's
do
doing
it.
okay. He's going to win.
I never know.
Okay. All right. I'm adding a die.
You would normally, but there's all
can't.
5, so you're
Right.
taking 1 out.
Okay. Well, this 18's gone.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I think.
And
Roll those
here we
dice.
Come on, Nikki.
All 9s.
Good numbers.
Go.
That
That's
is not
for
all
you. 10, 1, 5, 6.
Ooh.
7.
All right, I'm going to be bold. I'm going to take the 10 and the 11.
That's good, though.
Okay.
10, 6. if I go... No, I did 7. 5 and 10. They can't use them. So I'm done. Okay, I got to wait.
So your 7 can go here. Or did you put one in?
I just put it in.
This is the 7.
Yeah.
Do you want to put the 10 here?
No.
Okay.
Miracle's going to happen.
Okay, it's possible.
I doubt it.
I have to remove or add a die.
Yes.
Yep. You probably want to remove one, right?
Yeah, I don't want to give you the big die, right?
Right.
Um,
I mean, Mike is only... Oh, he's 2 behind me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
yeah,
going
I'm
to
3.
get
3.
there before me.
Right. You want to
All
roll... You want to roll like a 7 and a 9, ideally.
Man, I don't know.
It's hard. It is a hard decision.
I think you take out the big one.
Yeah.
Because
Boy, that's terrible.
here's your ideal roll. Your ideal roll is 3 dice that equal 7, because then I can't place.
Right, right. Oh, yeah, that too. Sorry.
You want to roll...
You're going to add a die.
Well, that's perfect. 6 and 2 and 2 is 4 is 10, and I can't place it.
Right.
6, that's
8.
10. I can't place it either.
I will place my...
God, the best roll for you guys. See, now you're catching up.
And you can place an 8.
Yep.
And Mike...
I must add a die.
Well, at least you didn't have to subtract one. That would be even worse.
Yeah, it would be hard. I'll do the 20. Here we go.
I don't want the 20.
I
That's
know.
too big.
I know. Maybe it'll be good.
Maybe it'll be a low.
Maybe it'll be like 2 11s. Look at these 11s. for
Oh,
Mike.
it could be.
I
You
know.
could
Come
be
on.
handing me the game. Well, no,
1.
not even close.
7, 5, 2, 1. So that's a 12? Oh, that's a...
Well, I'll take the 12.
5, 6, 7.
What am I doing? I'm adding a die. Okay, good. I'll take the 12.
Yeah, I need to take the 12.
Ah, okay, 5,
Wanna
6.
go 10?
This is
Nikki gets an 8 and a 7.
This is an 8.
See,
Look
you're
at that.
catching up.
Look at that.
Woo.
It's possible.
Maybe.
Unlikely, but possible.
Lincoln caught up to me.
Yes.
This is exciting.
You guys needed this to be the minus.
We are racing.
Well, I'm not too... Well, we're close. You're pretty
Yeah.
close.
I can do it now if I roll
Yeah.
right. And I didn't. All right. So,
10.
12 and 11.
And a
Oh,
10.
so close.
12 and 11.
So close.
I'm going to take a 12.
10 and 10. Right?
5.
Is that I can do that? 10 and
Yes.
10. Yeah.
Oh my God, Lincoln. We can tie on the next turn.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Nikki, you have to take a die
I'm
out.
going to... Hold on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did an 8. So it was those 3. And I could just put a 10. But
I
then
would.
why did I struggle so hard to keep
No, you
that
want to keep it low. I mean,
You want to do that, though.
10.
You got to race.
I got a race. So there's that.
Yep.
Okay.
what did she do?
She
made
took
an 8?
this 8,
made an 8.
and then she did this 8 and
Yeah,
took this
okay,
10,
yeah,
yeah.
which I think is correct.
Yep.
I'm taking that.
You're taking one out, even though it says plus, because
Yeah.
all 5 are in. Yes.
Yes. Yes, I'll let you catch up.
Well, here's the deal, though. The problem is her 10 is Lincoln's 10, so you need to roll 1 10 only.
Right.
That's your only real hope.
Sure.
One ping only.
Yahtzee.
Minus
10.
So
6, 7,
Yep.
4, 1.
I'm there. Lincoln, I think you're... Oh, you're not there.
No,
are
I'm
you?
not there. 10.
I'll take a 13.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
There's a 10. And... Right?
Yep. You can take a 10, and that's it.
Yeah.
You bet you get 1 out of it,
Yeah.
basically.
Super close.
Roll to the top. Yeah.
Oh, you got it. I'm
Yep.
like waiting for Lincoln to roll.
No.
Flight control, countdown confirmed. Tower, we are go for launch, over.
Gamegenic, ingenious supplies.
What's interesting is that it was still possible,
Yeah.
Right.
right? Not 100% likely, but still possible. If my action die is the minus, for example, that also...
Well, if I could have just somehow, I mean, it was all 10s, but
Yeah.
anything to keep it low, there's a chance.
Yeah.
If you can just keep rolling 10s, you can
Yeah.
hold me back, right?
Yep.
Right.
You just gotta roll better. Roll better.
Well, they need to be all high numbers.
Roll
All
better.
higher numbers, not greater than 10. For
Roll
Dave, meaning for Dave.
better.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there you go. What do you think, Nikki P?
I do enjoy it, but it is very nerve-wracking to me. I think, well, it's because of the race part, right? This isn't like a just relaxed do. You really have to worry about what people are doing around you. But I did like I've played it before with the other side of the board that Dave will discuss.
The pyramid?
Yeah, on BGA.
This was an interesting shape.
I like this shape. It's
to do. I'll
because
tell
it's
you.
a strain to keep it
Yeah.
low, and Mike had to like
They
bite
don't
the bullet.
say in the rules this is the starter shape, but this is the shape they use for the diagrams in the rules to explain the rules.
Wow.
And this is also, so the game comes,
I would think this was a harder shape to do.
There's some weird questions, right? We had some.
the game comes with these sort of 3 travel envelopes.
Okay.
Oh no, Nikki P. Look
Are
at
you
look
supposed
at
to open them?
look at journey number 3. You can open them. And look at that.
Oh,
Oh wow.
How's that for a shape?
Interesting.
Like, how's that for a shape?
okay. Well, I meant it
Wow.
as a starter. This
Don't hit it.
to go to down to one
I
thing.
think part of the reason this shape is a starter shape is these corners, right, don't count.
Yeah.
They're just there to help you put stuff in, and mostly to. And this doesn't count. This shelf was it was
Strange.
great, right?
Because you can scale
A
up in
dump place
numbers.
to dump some.
Yeah.
It allows you to use the big numbers and just and fill.
Right.
And the same thing, like this one that you can slough a low number in there because you know it has to be
Mike,
higher,
had
but
you taken that 10 over there?
Yeah,
I would have been. I would
yes.
have been here.
Yes,
I was
Mike.
wrong. I was wrong.
cost yourself
We
a
didn't win any.
turn.
Neither of us won. But yeah.
Oh man. I mean, really, it's a good game. I enjoy playing it. It does stress me a bit because of the race element of it, but that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that is fine.
What do you think, Mike?
I like the game a lot. It's really fun. There is some luck involved, right? You want the numbers you want. Of
course.
Right? You have to roll better.
Yeah.
So using the die, I wish this. Sometimes you were forced to. You had to remove
Right.
a die or add a die.
Right.
And it sucks. So it's your turn. You're like, oh, I want to add a die, and you can't. You're forced to take that action.
Right.
I understand why they did it, but I think there's a couple things that happened to me. I don't.
Well,
like that.
we happen to start with 4 dice, so
that-
that's part of it. Right?
Is that normal?
Is that
No, but the point is you roll all 4, and you only use the ones with even numbers on it.
That's
So if,
50.
if this was the starting roll, we would have only started with those 2.
Wow.
Interesting.
The fact that we started with 4 dice gave us a quick start. There's only 2 pluses and 2 minuses, right? And so those are going to come up equally, and the
Okay.
plus minus is player's discretion at whoever goes next. So we mostly were adding dice.
Right.
So that gave us less variance.
Yeah.
But
I wish
only
I-
for this game.
I wish I hadn't fouled that up because I just wonder exactly where that happened. It'll show up in the edit, but
Yeah.
but it's very obvious how this works. I just was carried away using the
Sure.
values. you
Yeah, of
know.
course.
Well, this was new to us.
Yeah,
This
the gaps
weird
because we'd
little
only
gap.
ever played the pyramid and
Right.
only like once or twice, and it was a while ago.
I have only played this on BGA, and I'm glad that we did this because this is way more fun in person.
Well, you get to the cheering and the booing and the all
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
Of course.
but you also understand that for the most part, I prefer roll and writes online because a lot of roll and writes. I love Ganz Schön Clever.
Right.
I love that so
Right.
clever so much. But the score sheet is this big.
Right.
It's impossible to see across the table what people are doing.
Right.
Reading glasses or no reading glasses.
Right.
Because it's so small. And so when I play that on Brett Spielwell, I love it there because I can see what everybody's doing.
Right.
And in that game, I can genuinely try to leave bad dice for them, or that adds that extra level to it. This, there's nothing I'm doing that affects you. So that's one thing that I think people could use as a knock against the game, but I love it. Because it means the only thing I'm doing on my turn when I have the choice is I'm either going to add a die or subtract a die.
Right.
And that's where I agree with you. The fact that if that gets taken away from you,
It's not as fun.
it is not as fun because that is the only interaction choice you have in this game.
Yeah.
But I love that.
We tried. You still beat us.
But I love that there is not a whole lot of that. I love that the boards are big, and I love the adding of the dice numbers.
Yeah.
I think that's a very clever thing that
Yeah.
that most of these games don't do.
Right. Because otherwise you're like, oh, I have 3 dice I can't use.
Right.
Yeah.
It keeps the game moving.
It also makes the smaller numbers potentially valuable
Right.
later in
Sure.
the game because if you want a 9 or a 10, then you want to be able to add 3 maybe or 2 and not 7.
Well, I mean,
it makes.
go ahead, Nikki.
I'm
You're
sorry.
probably going to say the same thing I'm
Well,
going to say.
then maybe you
no,
should
no,
say.
go for it. Go for it.
It makes the decision of what to take out or put back in a little more of a think.
Yes.
I mean, early on we were like, the blue, the 20-sided, the 20-sided. But then you start thinking, well, if I get like a 4 and I can add it to something, so it makes that taking in and out a little more.
Yeah, there's strategy in there. Yeah, there's some decisions in this game.
Yeah, and I love it. I love the dice. I love the different sizes. I like the it was like
they're fun to roll too, right?
Yeah,
they're all
but
different
also
sizes.
just like the 10 is like I actually love that there's not a 12-sided die in here. I think that's too close.
This is the 12-sided.
Oh, that is 12-sided die.
No 10-sided.
No 10-sided dice.
Yeah.
So, but I like that there's not with two values so close to each other, right?
Right.
I mean, 4 and 2 and 8, but a 4 and 6 and 8. It's still pretty awesome. I love the range there of the dice, and I really love this 20. Like sometimes, but I think particularly on this one, at least when we played it, you probably want that 20. You're going to probably need it to get to the top. This one...
Well, there's no place to hide on this board, right?
Yes.
Every number you place affects everything.
Yep.
There are no places to slough. This board has places you can kind of slough, which is nice.
Yeah, really. I actually really love this side of the board. I had fun with the other one, but this one makes it fun. I loved being able to ramp up some high numbers and then just reset. Okay, recalibrate. Let's try to get these low again.
And there is a slight, very slight sort of catch-up thing in the sense that these all have 1s on them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right? So on any given die roll, no matter how big the die is, you could roll a 5 with all 5 of them.
Right.
And if someone is behind, but they're behind because they've been more cautious and kept low numbers, then maybe that'll work for them.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't sure this would work for me. And the truth of the matter is, I didn't go too crazy.
Right.
No.
But I did go 12, 12, whatever. I mean, like he
lost. He didn't fill those in. Oh, this is really awesome. Well, thanks for teaching us, Dave.
You're welcome, Lincoln.
And thanks again to Gamegenic for sponsoring this episode and for providing the accessories. And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you do, click on the bell to get notified when we put up new videos. See you next time.